Hi everyone, Dr. Rich Castellano, the Smile Doctor here today with Debbie. Thank you for letting us share your video today. So we're going to do a little bit of the Bella fill, okay? And we've trimmed eyelid skin in the past. We did a little bit of filler. We were talking to Debbie and she said she didn't really have much bruising. Too bad after that. We marked out a few areas. We're going to do some of the Bella fill in the glabella. So when we talk about the glabella where we make the frown lines, of course we've discussed that the wrinkle relaxer, Botox, Jeuveau, Dysport, Xeomin, Daxify helps out a lot with that. Filler can help with that, and laser, and then there's combination. So we've done some of the wrinkle relaxer in the past, but today we're just focusing on the Bella fill and then building up in the cheek. When I do the Bella fill in the cheek, I like to stay about 10 millimeters below the orbital rim, and I'll use Sculptra to go higher than that. So any questions about our goals for today?
No, doctor.
Very good. We had a good conversation before.
Yes.
Debbie's a great patient, taking care of Debbie. And I'm going to do a little cleanse for my physicians and students that are watching. I like the HIBA cleanse, and then a little alcohol swab. Close your eyes for me because the alcohol swab can be a little strong around the eyes. We make this look easy, but this is expert technique. So just because someone knows how to do an injection does not mean that they're good at it. So we are a center of excellence for the face. We only focus on the face, and we have 4 board-certified facial, plastic, and reconstructive surgeons. I'm going to do a little bit of the numbing here so you feel the buzz and then the pinch. 1, 2, 3, pinch. You feel small, medium, big pinch. Not too bad there?
Not too bad.
So I'm using the safety cannula under the cheek, and that is the insertion point. 1, 2, 3, pinch. And then for the glabella, I'll use the 27 gauge needle. So you'll feel pinch on 3, 1, 2, 3, pinch. Small, medium, big pinch there. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
If you need a break, you let me know. I'm not in a hurry. I feel just a little bit more there, and then it's going to feel real numb and goofy. You doing okay?
Yes.
You're tough. Okay, so now I'm going to do buzz and then pinch. 1, 2, 3, pinch. Little pinch, little numbing. It can be a sensitive area. That's why I like to use the numbing medicine. Now, they talk about the glabella as being a delicate area. When you're doing the injections here, it's really important to be intradermal. Because if you go too deep, you can go into the blood vessels and cause other challenges, which is why you want to go to the experts to do it. So I'm starting out with the 27 gauge half-inch needle, and Jamie has everything set up so perfectly. Makes my life so easy. I'm priming the 27 gauge, and I can see it right there at the tip. So now, do you feel a little bit of a pinch here? Not too bad?
Mm-hmm.
If you need a break, you let me know. So I'm right here, intradermal. Just tiny little aliquot. 1/10 of a cc, just a little bit here, a little bit there. Now, of course, activating that muscle is going to form the crease, but if we can soften it, prevent it from getting worse, then that's a good strategy. So we put just a little touch there. I'll put just a tiny, tiny bit more. And we're getting the good cap refill, which is what we expect. Staying away from the blood vessels. If you let us know where you're tuning in from, if you're here in Florida or if you're outside of the state or outside of the country. Little pinch, 1, 2, 3, pinch.
I do have a question.
Yes, question.
What is the difference between Sculptra and Radius?
Sculptra, they're both collagen stimulators, but Sculptra we feel is far superior to the Radius. Sculptra is gradual. Radius is more instant. Radius is calcium hydroxyl apatite. Sculptra is poly-L-lactic acid. Sculptra is a far superior collagen stimulator, but it does take time. Radius is more immediate result. Lasts about a year, maybe a year and a half. Sculptra can last up to 2 to 5 years. And we love using Sculptra all throughout the face. Radius is does not stimulate as much collagen as what Sculptra does, in my opinion. Great question. Thank you very
From
much.
New Jersey, Southern California, Pittsburgh,
Hello,
Oklahoma.
Jersey, SoCal, Oklahoma. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. If you, and hello from Debbie to all those places. If you know of people who are doing treatments, or if you're doing treatments, share this with your family or friends. You're going to protect people. Let them know this is the right way to do it. You know, it's a jungle out there. There are so many people doing fillers and injections that they can't all be good. And just like when you're driving on the road and you see the student drivers, they have that bumper sticker that says, "Caution, student driver." They don't have those for the injectors. So share this video so people can see what good technique is like. Okay, so you see, here's a little pressure pinch. Twist technique, we're just putting a very fine amount, 10 millimeters below the orbital rim, building up the cheek. And I'm very precise with where we're placing this product. I use the shiver technique. I'm shivering my hand around because I want to put a very small amount of filler over a large area. Perfect. And I'm feeling with my safe hand, my smart hand, where is the end of my cannula. They use the ultrasound devices, which use sound waves to determine, to visualize where your cannula is in depth of injection. But I've got ultrasound probes on the end of my finger. I can feel the vibrations from the cannula below and determine the depth and location. It's always helpful to build up that cheek height because we lose that cheek height. That's a very normal anatomical structure that's going to get smaller as we get older. So we're just offsetting those aging changes. Let us know if you have any other questions. How is Debbie doing? You doing okay?
Great.
Twist technique to advance. Yes, what's your question?
If you go to get a facelift later on, will sculpture complicate the procedure at all?
There are some doctors out there talking about that. In my practice, the answer is no. Well, let me say this. When it's done by a good injector, you can have any of those treatments done by someone who's not experienced, or they can create problems, but in general, in my practice, you can still do the facelift. There are some doctors that will say, nope, you can't do the facelift anymore because you've done this. Not in my practice. Most doctors retire after 500 or 1,000 facelifts. At ImageLift, we've done thousands and thousands. So our 4 board-certified facial plastic and reconstructive surgeons can still do the local anesthesia facelifts no matter what filler you've had done. And everybody needs a different plan, but I've not met anyone that we can't do something for and help them in some way. So that's a great question. I do not consider Sculptra or Bellafill or any of the fillers to be a challenge or contraindication to a subsequent facelift. Okay, Debbie, we're completely done with the Bellafill. Hopefully that wasn't too bad.
That was great.
So what we did is we treated right across through here, and can you see how that builds us up a little bit here in the cheek?
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we say, you don't want to taste the chocolate cake before it's done baking, right? We got to let the swelling settle down. The collagen's going to build up. I like to do a couple month follow-up after that. Any questions about what we did today?
No, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I like to recommend 5-minute massage 5 times a day for 5 days. And if you need anything before your next appointment, you give us a call. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
We have more videos coming soon. You need a plan. You need a consult about what's right for you. That way you know, you don't want to do a treatment and say, well, why did I do that? Does that fit with my long-term plan? Put a comprehensive plan together so you can get the best value, the best result, stay safe, and look natural. See you later. I'll give you a hug. You did great. Congratulations. Yeah, you did so